Citizens of Beamville, peep the canvas. Let me introduce y'all to the canvas today.
What's good? We just left car reps. About to go pull up on Easy Coast. About to go pull up on the Mayor of Beamville. So we get them extra little shots, get some B-roll scenes and shit. I got like 12 minutes to do this, so I'm actually on the way right now. So yeah, let's get it. How y'all day going today?
Good. You came in recording.
Yeah, I told you I was gotta get them B-roll scenes. All right, I'm here with the Mayor of Beamville. How you doing today?
Doing well, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good today. Can't complain. Let's start off with a little background information about yourself.
West side of Chicago, born and raised. Raised right by the Oak Park area. Only child of Lovey and Priscilla. Was an athlete, musician. Yeah, that's about it. That's in a nutshell. That was it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, a question I've been wondering: how did you get your name, the Mayor of Beamville?
Okay, so when a few years ago when I was cutting, guys would be like, "Oh man, you got me on Beam, you got my line on Beam," and that was always a main focal point, having a nice crispy line.
Yeah.
And so I took that. I was like, "Yo, Beam, Beamville,
Yeah.
Beamville. I'm rolling with Beamville." And so Beamville got one person running it. That's me. So I felt like the mayor of Beamville just had a nice ring to it. So that's what I went with.
Yeah. It's pretty unique. It stood out to me. Um, Usually people call themselves like the president or like the boss.
Yeah.
But someone to say the mayor, that's unique.
Yeah.
That puts you in your own category of coolness or swag. If that's a word.
Yeah.
Word, but yeah,
it is now.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit about your origin as far as the West Side of Chicago.
Yes, sir.
We know that there's a lot of connotation and a lot of derogatory marks thrown at the West Side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who was born and raised on the West Side, what is true and what isn't true from your perspective?
Oh man, it's true. We crazy. It's true. What's not true? Everybody's not out to get you. If you mind your own business, a lot of times you're gonna stay out of trouble. If you mind your own business, a lot of times you're gonna stay out of trouble. You also have to be alert. Like I wouldn't be caught.
Blue leaf tea is one of the most essential drinks on the planet because it provides respiratory support all while providing inflammation properties as well. So keeping you breathing better with the easier flowing breath of fresh air.
Just wouldn't be caught with my head in my phone, just walking outside, head in phone. I probably wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be nowadays. I wouldn't be caught walking with headphones on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be alert to my surroundings. So, I've seen videos of people getting mugged just because they had headphones on, phone in hand, and dudes run up from behind them, give me that, and go.
Yeah.
So while everybody's not out to get you, you still got to be alert. You still need to know your surroundings, know where you are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's negative connotations to the west side and the south side.
Yeah.
When in all actuality, it's craziness everywhere. So, but be alert.
Definitely. So what I'm taking from this is to have some sort of awareness,
Mhm.
self-awareness, and environmental awareness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if you guys want to know how to survive on the west side, have self-awareness. Don't look at your phone, things like that. Take notes from Sean, man. He's really making it happen out here. I wish I had a camera for me too. But take notes from Sean. He's really making it happen. What inspired you to become a barber?
Um, I felt like my parents didn't get my hair cut enough. So in the in the black community, like we are very focused on our appearance. I would get my hair cut like once a month, maybe,
Yeah.
and it felt like once every eternity. So, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna grab some clippers from the beauty supply and start doing a little something myself."
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I started on myself. Definitely had plenty of mess ups, but I wanted to look at least halfway decent.
Yeah.
So that's where the journey began. But when I came down to EIU, uh, I searched and searched for a barber, and I wanted a fade. I didn't know how to fade myself. I didn't know how to fade anybody. So it was just like, all right, man. Next time I go home, I'm grabbing these clippers. I'm bringing them back, and one of my barbers had graduated, moved back up to Chicago. Another one had been arrested, and he was mistreated in jail. And he ended up in prison. He ended up passing there.
Hmm.
So it was like, yo, and I needed to find a career path too. So
Definitely.
it was like, yo, I got two boys at home. My family's growing. Need to figure something out.
Yeah.
So started with me wanting to look good, and recognizing we don't have barbers down here. I needed a career path, and that was that.
Yeah. Okay. So life kind of put you in a situation in which you had to take the necessary steps to get you from point A to point B,
For sure.
and barbering helped you get there. Leaving from being reliant solely on my parents to being reliant solely on myself, that wasn't an easy process. But for me, it happened. It could seem like the blink of an eye, but it took only like a year. A lot of people stay sheltered and are afraid of experiencing the world. How did that transition affect you, and how long did it take you to get to the point that you're at now?
I jumped into it. Like at 21, we were getting married. I think I proposed maybe at 20. So yeah, I jumped into it. How am I handling it now? I'm still learning, honestly. Uh, I am still learning how to plan a future. I'm still learning parenting. I'm still learning to be a husband. I'm still learning to be a man.
Yeah.
And it's just part of my journey. I didn't. I got to witness a two-parent household. I was raised by both my parents under the same roof.
Yeah.
But I still think that uh, as a child, as a teenager, even some points as a man, you'll need a figure to take you by the hand and say, "Hey, come on, this is how we do this." And uh, I'm learning to do that with my kids. I'm learning to ask questions as I see that they come. And I did have that, but parents can't teach you everything. You know, the world changes from. And shout out to my late father, Lovey G. McCurtis Jr. Did an awesome job providing for me and my mom. There's still just so much to this world. Like I said, it's always changing. So, but I jumped into it, and I was eager to take part of it. But the process is I'm still learning it. So
yeah, so it's like an ongoing, continuous learning, growing, and development
absolutely,
process.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to because I try to focus more on the journey rather than the destination.
Yeah, yeah.
And although sometimes we can have obstacles and things like that, the journey still is more thrilling than, okay, I'm here now, what do I do next? You know?
So let me add to that. So one of the things I say is the man that enjoys the walk will walk further than the man that enjoys the destination.
Yeah.
So keep walking.
For sure. For sure. Okay, cool question. What's unique about your style or approach to the barbering industry?
Wow. I don't think I've ever been asked that. I don't think I've ever thought about that. What is unique about it? I don't know if there's anything unique about my approach. I will say a lot of barbers can't envision a finished product. I can't always envision in my head a finished product, but at the same point, I still kind of know how it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
You know.
So how long you been going to the Mayor of Beamville, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
It's been a good minute.
Yeah.
I knew him. I've been knowing him for a while.
Yeah.
We worked at the same place. Where I called the place out because it's pretty crappy. But
Yeah.
I've been knowing him for a while. He's a real good dude, man. Real solid.
Yeah. What you think he doing in his free time? Cause he don't miss. It's like every cut he get better every cut. So what do you think the method to his madness is?
Greatness.
For sure. So it's in you, not on you.
I will say there is this like inner joy, inner thrill, inner passion. It's not always outwardly expressed, but there's a joy that, you know, when the haircut goes better or as good as you thought it would go.
Yeah.
And that's why I do. I love the finished product. I love it.
Definitely.
I have learned to enjoy the process too.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a uniqueness to my approach.
I was gonna say that, not to cut you off, but I was gonna say that in itself is unique as far as you appreciating the finished product, the finished result.
Yeah.
Because if and I'm gonna insert some clips as well. But if you look at your content and things, majority of your content is more so the finished product, the finished result, and so that to me is like, all right, that's you. Like if we know what you're gonna post, it's gonna be the finished result. And so there's also barbers that post them the process and things like that. And so yeah, I would view that as unique.
Okay. All right. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it.
For sure. How do you connect with the community through your work?
Posting it.
For sure. And what platforms and say the apps?
So on Instagram at the Mayor of Beamville, I believe. On TikTok it is Mayor of Beamville, I believe. I don't remember my Snapchat. I think it might be Fresh Cutter Shine.
Yeah. It might be Fresh Cutter.
It might be Fresh
One
Cutter.
of those.
It might be Fresh Cutter. Then Facebook, the ancient one is just Sean McCurtis, and that's the Irish spelling, SEAN. I always say my name is fully Irish, but I'm black, so I'm Lep Wakanda. So it is what it is.
Oh, I'm gonna insert a picture of a leprechaun. I'm gonna make it on ChatGPT and put it on there. Yeah, well, part of my vision is go like podcast big, like Joe Rogan interview, where it's like, yeah, I have a camera on me, you have a camera on you, Mike and Mike.
Yeah.
But you gotta start somewhere.
Hey. Do not despise humble beginnings.
For sure, man. For sure. And my approach that I do for my art is 1% better every day, because at the end of the day, at the end of the year, 365 times better than what you were when you started. So
yeah,
1%. And yeah. So I got
that might be my answer right there, because I identify with that. It's learning more about shear work with straight hair is part of what I want. It's like, okay, cool. How can I make this process go quicker? How can I alleviate whatever, how can I make this transition smoother? How can I make the line sharper, So yeah, that will probably be the uniqueness to, like, I'm just forever growth. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Forever growing, getting better every day. Any chance you get, that's what's up. That is how you create an empire, how you generate wealth, how you grow and get to where you need to go. So yeah, that's an amazing approach. You can apply that approach to every aspect in life,
Sure.
every single one.
Sure.
Okay. So, any advice for any upcoming barbers or entrepreneurs in a small town?
Keep learning, for one. Surround yourself by people who know more. Like, surround yourself with people who are better at certain aspects of, like, if you're a hooper, if you can't shoot free throws well, then hey, go to the dude that's shooting 91%. Shoot with him. Like, I'm not great with long hair. I didn't learn it in school. It wasn't taught at my school, but we got a barber where he knows how to cut long hair. So any chance I get to watch him, I'm sitting over watching. Hey, what you do right there? Like, I'm asking the questions. And I've been in the game longer than he has, but it does not matter. I put all the pride to the side, and I ask him, how did you do that? How do you handle this? How do you transition here? Questions, learning, surrounding yourself by the right people. I would say for, like, your entrepreneurs and other, I don't know, fields, get on media, get on social media, or get on YouTube somewhere. And again, it goes back to questions. Start looking up different stuff. How can I go tax free? Yeah. How can I put this business in a trust? How can I generate more wealth? How can I find tax write-offs? Can I pay my kids to do XYZ? My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Can I pay my kids to do XYZ? Ask all the questions you can think of, and that's probably gonna generate more. So keep getting better.
So every day. One thing that stood out to me about what you said is the surround yourself with the right people. Many of us starting off, or many creators starting off, wanting to start a business, they think that surrounding themselves with the right people is they think that the right people could be the people that they're immediately around right now, as
Mhm.
far as like their friends or people to tell them good stuff. But the right people in the context that you're speaking of, from my perspective, is you're a barber, and the right people to surround yourself with around is other barbers that does other things, and some people that has better skills and things like that. And in that aspect, like you said, the dude who knows how to cut longer hair, there's things that you can learn from him. But since you know how to cut predominantly African American hair, I'm pretty sure there's things that he can learn from you, and then you've been in the game longer than him. So the win-win with that is iron sharpening iron. Like,
Yes,
yeah, I'm a barber, you're a barber, we're working together.
Yeah.
And so that's the benefit of collaborative effort, of surrounding yourself with the right people. And I feel like that could be misconstrued a lot by the titles and things, as far as like, I got my friends and stuff around me, and they're good people, but he don't believe in your dreams as much as you do. That other dude who do the same thing is gonna believe more than your friend is.
Yeah.
So that is a thing that I feel like I had to throw out there.
Right on.
Sure. What's next for you or your brand?
Eventually, I want to have my own shop.
Mm-hmm.
Probably transform that into multiple shops, and from there, I would love to have a barber school. But for like tomorrow, keep getting better at shear work. Get a better understanding of shear work. Get a better understanding of, if I take this angle, then I get this outcome. Whether that's shears, whether that's clippers, whether that's the lining, whether that's the shave, whatever. Down the road, have my own, and tomorrow it's like just keep getting a better understanding.
I think it's very, very imperative to have those long-term and short-term goals, because it can be overwhelming sometimes to get caught up in long-term goals when you're trying to make it happen in 3 days. You know that, like, bro, it's gonna take a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's very, very important to have those short-term goals as well, to give you that hit of dopamine that you need. Like, I'm getting something done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually making progress.
Yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts or anything you want the people to or anything you want the people to know, or any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to my wife for holding down the fort. Jennifer Renee McCurtis. Shout out to our 5 babies, Zion, Jazz, Jordan, Ryan, and Marley. I always say thank you for letting me be your dad. So, and shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, saving my soul and allowing me to be here. So
Definitely.